If you love growing your own food, then Spicy Moustache might be one of your favorite YouTube channels. Alessandro Vitale, a gardener, is behind this popular channel. His story is quite fascinating. In this video, I'll tell you how Alessandro got into gardening, how a green chili rekindled his passion for gardening, and how he started Spicy Moustache. I'll also tell you about his inspirations. So, now let's start from the beginning. Alessandro Vitale was born on June 5, 1991. He is an Italian and his hometown is Verona, Italy, and he grew up there. He has a sister. As Alessandro's parents were busy working, he grew up with his grandparents and was connected to nature and fresh food. Alessandro traveled a lot in his youth, thanks to his parents' support. Alessandro's grandmother was into trash cooking, whereas his grandfather used to take him out for foraging and fishing, and Alessandro used to also spend time in his grandfather's small urban garden in the town. The young Alessandro was introduced to gardening, especially growing fruits and vegetables by his grandfather. Alessandro learned gardening and about living soil and nurturing plants from his grandfather. His grandparents exerted a great influence on him, and he learned many things from them. Alessandro was getting into gardening at a young age, but later shifted his focus on school and then on tattoos. Later, he left gardening on the side to focus on his career. After studying communication sciences and marketing from University of Verona in Italy, Alessandro moved to London in 2015. A few months after moving there, he, along with his roommate, went to a supermarket and bought chilies and started cooking them. When Alessandro sliced a green chili, its seeds inspired him to grow food, and he planted them in pots in his cramped balcony in 2015. At the time, he was missing having a connection with nature. So, Alessandro decided to take up gardening as a tribute to his grandfather and grow his own food, and in just a few weeks, he scaled up his garden and planted many plants so much that his whole space became saturated with plants, and he fell in love with gardening. As Alessandro's garden didn't have a water connection, for the first 9 months, he used to carry 20-liter cans up and down the stairs 10 times a day to water his garden, which was just a 40 square meters one in East London. Later, Alessandro moved from the balcony garden to a bigger garden. This had lots of different plants and a great biodiversity. He turned his 8 by 5 meter backyard into an urban garden and 5 by 2 meter front yard into a vegetable garden in central London. His grandfather, too, has an urban garden in Italy. Alessandro grows food round the year and uses several techniques of permaculture, vertical gardening, and natural and organic farming. He started his YouTube channel, Spicy Moustache, on May 21, 2019, but published his first video, How to Grow Unlimited Basil, only on July 5, 2020. Alessandro's objective with content creation is to spread awareness of growing food, being self-reliant, and connecting people with nature, and showcasing that this process isn't complicated. Currently, Alessandro has more than 1.9 million subscribers. He earns from ads, sponsorships, affiliate marketing, and merchandise. He also sells gardening courses on his website and on Earthed, and also accepts donations on Patreon. Alessandro films with a Sony A7 III camera and got featured on BBC, Channel 5, The Times, The Guardian, and Tamron Hall. He used to help in the content creation on YouTube and Instagram for Charles Dowding, his gardening hero. In 2024, Alessandro moved from London to the Mediterranean countryside and started gardening there. Previously, he used to enjoy a lot of spicy food, and even though he used to clean his mouth and mustache after eating, his fiancée could feel the spiciness when she gave him a kiss. So, she nicknamed him Spicy Moustache. Alessandro decided to brand his YouTube channel and other social media handles as Spicy Moustache. Even though he stopped eating spicy food due to stomach issues, the name Spicy Moustache persisted. Alessandro developed a passion for tattoos at 12 and started buying tattoo magazines and artwork. He was also into color, shapes, and decorative things which could be on the body. Alessandro got his first tattoo at 18, but this greatly upset his father so much that he didn't speak to him for 3 months. Later, his parents accepted his love for tattoos as they observed that he and his personality didn't change much after getting tattooed. Alessandro published his book, Rebel Gardening, A Beginner's Handbook to Organic Urban Gardening, on April 11, 2023. The book Jadam Organic Farming describes an innovative organic farming technology of Korea. This greatly helped him in his gardening journey. Alessandro also recommends the Red Hot Chili Grower book. He is also into zero-waste cooking and foraging, and he has been able to cook his garden produce in creative ways, thanks to his grandmother's recipes. Now let's take a brief look at Alessandro's career. He worked as a general manager at Old Blue Last Beer in London from 2016 to 2019. He also worked as a site foreman at Clearance Solutions Limited in 2018. Then, Alessandro worked as a sale manager at No Regret Studios, a tattoo studio, from 2019 to 2021. He worked as a digital chef at K-Box Global, London, from 2021 to 2022. Since March 2022, he has been self-employed as a content creator. Now let's take a brief look at his personal life. Alessandro is in a relationship with Yasmina. She is his fiancée. Yasmina loves tattoos and is a tattoo artist and also helps him with his garden and content creation. Alessandro's father, Paolo Vitale, was a cyclist. He suffered an accident while cycling in October 2010, which left him paralyzed from chest to bottom. But just after 8 months, he resumed working in his office and cycling again with a handbike. This indomitable spirit of the adventurer inspires Alessandro. Alessandro is an Ilurophile and knows Italian and Spanish. He has collected more than 400 varieties of chilies over the years. Magma, a super hot chili variety, is his favorite. Alessandro loves the process of starting with a seed to harvesting his own food and being healthy. His future plan is to have a farm with an animal sanctuary, have his own TV show, and organize tours into his garden and make people more connected to farming. So, how are you inspired by Alessandro Vitale's story? Please comment below. If you are into reading, I've also written his story on my website. Find the link in this video's description. For more success stories of your favorite YouTubers, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.